Here we are. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Lupus Talks. My name is Ed Peterson. I'm super excited for today. We have a great topic with Dr. Calvin Williams and Mr. Lois Olson. For everyone who's been tuning in and checking us out, I've been posting this on our YouTube channel as well as on Facebook, and then also on the website at lupusofnevada.org. So on the YouTube channel, we want you to continue to like and subscribe that channel. It's great information that's going to be shared, as always, to help those who are suffering from autoimmune disease on opportunities and remedies that they can get further assistance to have the quality lifestyle that everybody, of course, is looking for. So with that, I'm going to let Dr. Williams take it over. You take it over from there, Dr. Williams.
Thank you, Ed. Dolores, thanks for being here on the show. I didn't know if you were going to make it or not. And we're going to be talking about, which is tough for me, and I give all my sympathy to Ed, our producer, because his uncle just passed. So that is difficult for him. So say prayers for him. I think I'm going to start off with a poem because I think it's appropriate. When life gets tough and skies turn gray, keep moving forward. Don't lose your way. With every step, you're growing strong. Be encouraged as you go along. Though challenges rise and doubts appear, remember brighter days are near. So face the storm. Don't be dismayed. Don't let your enthusiasm ever fade. There's another one I thought was appropriate. It's by David B. Bush, and the other one I read was from Catherine Pulver. This one is from David B. Bush. If you'd like to look it up, it's a poem. And it says, I will. I will, I can, I will, says he who means to win. For there's no power this side of death can shut and keep him in. I will, I can, I will. It's a slogan that never fails. And there's no power on land or sea to keep down the man's sails. I will, I can, I will, has turned the world around and saved a people many times when others thought them down. I will, I can, I will, has turned the world around. Remember that. Obstacles, I'll defy, for there's no power that can beat man who never will say, I die. And what this means here, because I see some words are missing, don't let death beat you down. Death is, when you kill yourself or when you commit suicide, that's it. That's it. You don't know where you're going, but that is it. And my life is worth something, you know? I'm worth something. And I don't feel that I should kill myself and my family members because I'm not feeling good that day. Don't do that. It's so important for you to understand there are people out there that love you, people out there that will inspire you, and you have to do what you have to do to stay positive. Now, this session, we're going to be talking again, a recourse on this. What are the 3 C's of grief? The 3 C's of grief are choose, connect, and communicate. You got to choose the things you want to do and then connect them and communicate. Don't shut yourself in a room, isolated, and with no one to talk to. These elements can help individuals navigate the challenges and emotions associated with grief. If you have family, friends, if you don't have family, if you have friends, call them up. There's always a hotline that you can call up to talk to someone. By actively choosing how to engage with grief, connecting with others, and communicating needs and feelings, individuals can foster healing and find ways to move forward. I urge you to do that because we're seeing and hearing so many deaths are happening at the YMCA. Is That's the other day. That's in my neighborhood, North Las Vegas. There were shootings there. At Walmart, there were knife uh, cuts. I don't mean cuts. The man cut folks up. It's so important not to hurt yourself and then hurt someone else. Hospitals are there for you. Your family's there for you. Your friends are there for you. Don't get lost in the circumstance. Learn to navigate it. Learn to know that complicated grief, someone's died and one of your family members, um, can help you grow. And it can help you grow. I know it's difficult processing the loss. I know that because I lost my dad and my brother, my twin, and it was difficult for me for a long time. But I got, I didn't get over it, but I learned how to deal with it because I know God is there and I know He's there to help me. So I'm telling you, before I give you to Dolores, please, please don't do any harm. Write us something. We have a website. Write us and tell us you're having a problem. We're, we may can help you navigate to the person that you need to get to. But don't do it. It's not worth it. Once you die, that's it. Once you commit suicide or both, die, suicide, that's it. You didn't create you, so you have no right to commit suicide. You didn't create yourself. So, Dolores, go ahead, Dolores, you have some things to say?
Yeah, I got a poem right here. Actually, it's a remembrance of love's and enduring nature. It goes, and this is what it says: through you are no longer with us. Your spirit remains a gentle whisper in the sun's golden rays. Our love was a garden blooming, bright and true. Every memory a flower, forever I in bloom through seasons my change and the world feels so cold. Your love's warmth endures a story to be told. In every gentle breeze, in every star above, I feel your presence wrapped in eternal love.
So, what does that mean to you?
So the thing when death happens in that, I know we feel like that because we try to keep our loved ones, we try to keep them around as much because we love them,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a time that God has to take your loved ones home. And I know we miss them, and I know that but the memories, but one thing this reminds me of the memories, because the garden, about the
Mm-hmm.
memories that you'll always cherish through the years. Whatever they taught you, you always remember that what they taught you,
Mm-hmm.
and just keep on living your life. Like my uncle's last word before he passed away, he said he was very proud of me, and he said, "Keep on doing what you did." When I was doing media shows in Las Vegas, and I had to hear the news that my uncle died on set. That was kind of hard to go up there.
Mm-hmm.
I had to be strong and try to act. I had to do my acting and then also do my Christian broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to be very strong. I felt like crying on the set. And that was because my mama had called me to break the news to me. And so I had to just play it off and just keep on living. And then but that's what his last words was said, that he said to me, that he was proud of me, and he said, keep on doing what you're doing in life.
Well, that happened to me too. And as you know, your cousin, my mother, she passed away. She basically was still alive when she went to the hospital, but whatever happened, whatever was done, she died there on the table. And when my brother told me, "Where were you at?" My twin, he's passed. "Where were you at?" He was like jumping on my car because you should have been here. How could I be there and I didn't know anything about it. My son and I were in a play, and it was Resurrection. And they needed Emil because he was 4 years old, and they needed a baby. And he needed to memorize his lines. And that's what we're doing, praising God. But you see how family acts, Dolores? They act up,
Yes.
and they blame. See, there's a blame game here, because we got to look at the faculties, the mental phenomena. They said mental is defined as meaning of mental relating to that of the mind, specifically of or related to the total emotional and intellectual response of an individual to external reality. Now, people people don't have reality. When they jump off crazy, I don't want to say crazy. I call myself nuts. When I jumped off in a bad area and my family, my mother died, that was that was bad for me. It was like I was in a tunnel, and that's what a lot of you guys are in, a tunnel, and you can't get out. You take your hands and you're trying to get out of this long tunnel. There's no doors, there's nothing. You're just there by yourself, and your mind keeps rolling and rolling and rolling and repeating itself. Once you repeat yourself constantly, you're not going to get you're not going to get anywhere with it. That's a no-no. You're not, because it's going to get worse and worse and worse, and you don't need to be in that zone. So that's basically with the mental aspect. My family, all of us went through. When my dad died, it was chaos, chaos, and in the mortuary, and we had to deal with that. As a matter of fact, one of the ministers had to walk my twin out. So it was horrific. And I know there's no words that can give us any direction at all. But I know you have a friend. You have a friend. And I'll tell you that your friend is God. He will bring you through in a minute. And that's what I did with my mom and my dad. I opened up my Bible. This is me. And I like to put a disclaimer on all this. Lupus of Nevada has an educational resource, and what we do is brighten the awareness, let people know that lupus is out there. So I'm giving you that disclaimer because I'm mentioning something that someone may be angry about, but I'm not. I had to open up my Bible and read it, really get myself in those words, because if I had looked up and saw, Dolores, that casket that my twin was trying to climb in, and my first cousin was trying to climb. I'm sorry. Now that I think about it, it was something else, and they had to take both of them. They had to get off of it, because you remember the bad things you did to that person. That's what's coming out when you do mental. When you have mental episodes, you think about the meaning. You think about all the bad things that people have done to you. Well, you can't resolve that by going over their house and killing them or killing yourself. You got to keep on going and growing. And believe it or not, when our people die, that's a step up in our focus, our mentality, in everything we do. It hurts. Go to the bedroom, scream, holler, whatever, but it hurts. But we have to do that because it's so important for us just to shout it out. But don't shout it out on stabbing someone, killing someone. My baby brother told me someone went to the NFL and they didn't get on the right floor. The floor above it was the right floor, but they got on the other floor, and he ended up killing himself and hurting other people. I don't know if he's killed those other people.
Yeah.
He did. He killed those other individuals, and they had nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. So, towards the last days, it is said that there's going to be mass killing, there's going to be confusion, there's going to be so many things happening. And, keep your mental faculties, try to keep them, together, because it's hard to do, but don't hurt someone else because you're hurting. That's not fair. Dolores, you have input on that?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We have to think about the person. I mean, let's say if you got in a disagreement with somebody,
Uh-huh.
I say to make peace with that person, saying you forgive the person, whatever, and just
Uh-huh.
make peace because you don't know that person could die the next day.
The
And
last
then,
time you see them.
but you didn't say anything. That's gonna make you feel really bad. I do understand we all fall in life, but we all we can do is come in peace with the person
Mm-hmm.
because we're all human. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, that's true. I was at the doctor's office the other day, and this woman was driving like a mad woman. And she pulled up. She comes swinging her SUV, and it was about 1 inch from the front of my car. And she jumped out. I rolled down my window. I said, "I'm sorry, but I thought you were going to hit me. And if you had hit me like you're driving, I don't know what would have happened to me because that would have been the front of the car." She was going, you talking about a fast rate. She was doing it. It was nothing by the grace of God that he put a shield up there because I would have been gone. And so she got out, and I told her what I was thinking. I said, I didn't mean no harm. I want to go to heaven. I don't want to fight with you because you almost hit me. I just wanted to tell you that I was scared when that car came to me and was 1 inch from my car. She said, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." I said, "That's okay. But, you got to watch out. You got to watch out because you're late for a doctor's office, for a doctor's appointment. You can't take it upon yourself to drive like a maniac." So that's what happened to me yesterday. And he saved me. He saved me because she was 1 inch from the front end of that car and she was going fast. And my car would have busted into, it would have went to that concrete wall. That's where it would have slid. So again, we have problems. I have problems. You have problems. Sort them out. Get a piece of paper and put down your likes and your dislikes. I don't like Alice. I don't like Jane. I don't like Dawn. And if you see them, say hi to them. Forgive them. Say, "Lord, I want to forgive them right now because I don't know why I don't like them. I don't know why, but please forgive me for my thoughts." So that's what you have to do. But I know it's so hard. My mom was a psychiatric, psychiatric, well, she was a psych specialist. Excuse me. Psychiatric. I just pronounced it before I got online. She was um, helping people with their problems. And boy, did they have problems up in that mental ward. One girl kept following my mom, thought she was her mom. So what happened, she took a light bulb out, put saliva on her finger, stuck her hand into the light socket, and said, "Nurse Williams, look at me." And she fried herself. She died. So did it have to be? I can't say what her mental capacities are because she was in the hospital. But, and I can't say if my mom could have got to her quick enough, but she tried, but it was too late. You can't be selfish with suicide, with your mental aspect. You can't be selfish. You got family here that love you. You got family here that wants you here, to help them because they go through it too. And those are problems that we need to think about. Other people have feelings too. Do you want to disturb their life because you did something that was foolish? Because it is foolish. We've all been there. I scream, yell, holler. I do all that. I go to my room and do it, and it's just, I'm just at that state. With lupus is moody, and we're at this state all the time, the mental state all the time. You have so many medications you have to take. You don't want to take them. You got pain in your arm and your shoulder. You don't know what to do. You went to the doctor. The doctor said, I am now going to refer you to a doctor, a bone doctor. And but you still came home with the pain. I was given some medication, and it's actually working, but it hurts. It hurts when you have one doctor, and he said my doctor wanted to know who took me off of Plaquenil. I could see prednisone. I'm saying personally, I could see prednisone, but Plaquenil. I said I just followed directions when I was over there when I was insured at the other hospital. That's all I can do. How many people are following directions and they're hurting every day? The kind of hurt you can't get up, you can't raise your arms, you can't use your hands to get up out of the bed. You have to ask your brother to pull your pants up, because you can't pull it, or fasten your bra. All of that. That is, and you think about that while they're doing that. You think about, why am I here? And I can't even do the fundamentals of life. Why? So, Dolores, that's where I was at. I'm better now, much better. Because, last week I was out of it. But, Dolores, you have some comments on that?
Yeah, like they say, life be life, and all we can do when we go through our things that we go through in life, any health conditions that we face. I know sometimes it makes us feel like we're hopeless in that, but we're not. We're really not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that's in the mind. It's making us feel that way because of the pain, and my best advice is, if you're really a believer of Jesus Christ, prayer is the answer. Because
Mm-hmm.
prayer, God will comfort you through your healing.
Yeah, absolutely. And
And you
that's
gotta
what.
have the faith, and you gotta
Mm-hmm.
have the faith, and really believe that God is working through you. And believe me, when you believe that, watch him. He's gonna be working.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're struggling all the time. They struggle with major depression, and that's something that we want people to understand. We go through that. We go through that, and that is a horrendous thing. I mean, we can talk all night about it, but it is. We have people now with autoimmune diseases that are locked up in the mental ward because they don't even know who they are. And believe me, I've been down the mental wards with some of our lupus people, and they don't know who they are. And it's sad. So these symptoms and all of this, they foster what it fosters if you don't take care of it, more and more downtread, down, 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 down. And you want to know why you're struggling alone. Well, you don't have to be struggling alone. You can actually have Lupus of Nevada. Call us. We'll tell you where to go, you know, because it is a problem. And you need to have a specialized doctor or counselor uh, uh, that deals with mental illness. And you let her know, hey, I got lupus and I have mental issues all the time. How can you help me? You always have to put that disease up there because it's like we can't be treated the same. You see what I'm saying, Dolores? If people have thyroid problems, they can't be treated the same. Hashimoto's, they can't be treated the same. You know, you got all those diseases that are out there, and there is medicine for all those diseases, and that's important for us to know. You know, some people will call us crazy. Someone might say she went crazy after her breakup and started vandalizing his car. We have those. You know, what would you do? Just what would you do? If you broke up with your boyfriend and your thyroid wasn't on tack, what would you do? That's a question for you guys out there. Some people call you loony, nutty, bonkers. They call it nuts, wacko. I've heard that. Cuckoo. I've heard that. The slang term is used to describe someone who is mentally ill or behaving in a strange and irrational manner. It is derived from the sound of a cuckoo clock, and that's not funny, but they do that. You have off the rock. He or she's off the rocker. Don't pay attention to her. Psycho, and that term is someone who is mentally unstable. You have lunatic, mad, schizo, bipolar. It's just so many depressed, manic, OCD. Oh, she's suffering from OCD. OCD is a mental health disorder characterized by recurring unwanted thoughts and obsessions. And that's why I said repetitive at night. You're thinking about, oh, I got to pay this bill, and you get repetitive. And sometimes you need to leave it. Just leave it and say, I'll deal with that tomorrow. And then they have PTSD, loopy, you know, I'm telling you, unhinged, batty, crazed, cracked, unbalanced, loony bin. This is crazy. Cray, if you heard that, it's the first time I heard it. You know, someone who's someone or something that is extremely irrational, wild, or bizarre. Loon. Look this up. Just look it up. Madhouse, schizo, mental case, section, fruitcake. I've heard that. We all heard that. Psycho ward. Oh, she went to psycho ward. Mad as a hatter. All that is important, y'all. Because when you call them that, you infuriate them more. Because they tell you, I am not a mad hatter. I'm not a psycho. I just had issues and I couldn't deal with them. And I'm in here and I'm trying to get the help. Honor that. Please honor that. Because they are trying to get there. When you see someone getting help, leave it alone. No name calling, nothing. Dolores, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah, like I said, yeah, I'm gonna piggyback what you said too. Yeah, especially like when you were saying when people break up for you know, when breakups come up and they're going through a emotional problem from different
Mm-hmm.
emotional problems in diseases, and it can really make a person flip out, you
Oh, yeah.
know, and stuff like that. But the best advice to that, I know it's because your hormones are off,
Yeah.
and you don't know why your hormones are off
Yeah.
until you see those test results, and then you wonder why. Oh, the maybe your thyroid went up to a certain
Mm-hmm.
level. Say, oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that's your hormones. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all to do with the hormones,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but
And
it's
what you
in
eat,
different.
what you
And it,
know.
yes, and your diet too. Your diet
Mm-hmm.
plays. It does.
Yeah, because
Foods that
one
you
word
eat,
I,
it could trigger your emotions off.
oh,
Too
yeah.
much sugar, too much sugar, all that chemicals in it could do
Mm-hmm.
that could do some harm to you too.
Mm-hmm. It's just so variety. I was looking on this website. Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, bats in beef fry, and they said out of your mind, one fry short of a happy meal. I've heard that. Didn't know what it meant, but now I do. So be kind, you guys. Just be kind to these people. These people have feelings too. Just because they're going through a stage in their life and they have autoimmune diseases, doesn't mean that you can torment them. Don't torment them. Would you like to be tormented? You know, if they do something to offend you, try to talk to them. If they're not in their right mind, you know, encourage them on certain things. Oh, you look beautiful today. Oh, I like that dress. Oh, I like the color of the pants. That might snap them out of that irrational behavior. Or someone caring that they look good. And families have that bad. They'll go to the brightest and the biggest and, oh, look what John's doing. He went to Oxford and da 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 da, and it's doing this and doing that. And when you get to him, around the table, Dolores, around the table, you know, they want to skip them. They want to skip them. And that's the wrong thing to do. They're part of that family and they need to identify who they are. If something comes out of their mouth, you don't say, oh, he's just crazy. No, you be quiet. Be quiet. That's why we have all the crime out there, because we have escalated the situation at home. Dolores?
Exactly.
Yeah. Are we almost time to go off, Ed? I guess he's not here. We're trying to talk to him. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why you got all these things happening to us, every one of us, because of what is said at the home. The home is the home base. It's the home base of everything. Behavior, um, your image, your growing up, copying your dad, your mom. There's somebody in there that's you know, an idol to you that you want to copy. Don't let them copy the curse words or the bad habits or the drinking or the drugging. Don't let them copy that. Say, Mama just wants to do this, but you can't do it. Well, down the road, they are going to do it. So we have to behave like they did in the old days. In the old days, I'm saying, old days. Our parents, I know mine was, she was very strict, and she did a lot of things for us to help us. If we act bad, oh well, you were going to get a treat, but now you're not. No treat for you. So those parents are, our families are responsible for all of this. Likely in a situation, I don't want y'all to take it to heart, but if you see your kids doing something wrong and doing this or doing that and have some kind of extra activity that is not conducive, you stop them right there. Stop them right there. You know I don't allow that behavior. Stop them. If they're taunting their brother because the brother is not all there, you know, and he has issues, and you know, you don't taunt him. I know we went around the table and my brother turned around and said he was a general. Now you had some people smiling, but you had some people like my mom and them, they dealt with it. Okay, wow, wow, and they moved on to someone else. You're gonna have those comments. So I guess that's all I have to say. If any of you have any comments, you'd like to subscribe, you'd like to follow us, please do, because we can't do it without you. And we'd love to hear from you. This is not a debate. I'm not saying all these things to debate. I'm saying these things so we can help each other, because I will not debate you. So if you send me a text wanting a debate, I'm the wrong person. That wastes my time and possibly your time. I like to be positive and do the right thing and find a solution for everything. And my bosses always said that in 33 years of working for them. They always said that. One thing about Calvinia, she finds a solution. Oh yeah, I got haters, but I found a solution. And that's what you need to do. Find a solution. You can do that through a friend, through information from others, through Lupus of Nevada. You can do it. But find that solution. Dolores, I guess I'm through saying what I need to say. We're looking for Ed, and I don't know where he's at. Do you have anything?
Yeah, where are you, Ed?
Ed, but he just left us here. There's so much you can say about this. And it hurts when I see people killing each other and stabbing each other at Walmart. You know, not each other, the man going in there, holding them and just taking a knife and slitting arms, legs, whatever. This truly is the last days. It truly is. And at the YMCA, shooting people down, killing them. For what? For nothing.
Yeah, this is really sad. It's a sad,
Yeah.
it's really sad what's going on. And this is coming to tell you that this is the end times, you know, and therefore we got to get ourselves together, give ourselves together, because if we don't get ourselves together, it's going to be too late.
And I tell people, you know that old saying, teach one? That's what I try to do. That's what I've been doing for 20 years. Teach them so if you're not around, they know what to do. You know, they know what to do. We've taught a lot of people in Lupus of Nevada to help them. We don't know medicine. We don't know anything about giving them this, that. We don't do that. We just share what we have. Oh, you have this medicine too? Oh, you have prednisone? Oh, how do you feel with prednisone? That's what we do. We share what we got. And that's how we learn. Well, why did you get off of it? I have no idea. The doctor took me off of it. But my new doctor, he's good.
And covered them with soil.
He's good. So,
Just soil.
back to you.
But without adding any kind of.
All right.
Back to you, Ed.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Williams. This was a great topic, great show for you guys to share. We want to thank you all for tuning in for this edition of Lupus Talks. As we continue every week, they'll be sharing. Now this is the last week of the month, so we're going to be moving into the month of August, 2025, and it's going to continue on as they continue to share more tools and tips and information that's going to be relevant for you. So again, if you have any questions or inquiries, you can then go to the website at lupusofnevada.org. You can also go to the like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, as well as the Facebook page. You're going to see that too. We'll be showcasing videos on there as well, as we always do, which gives you an opportunity to revisit and listen to this again in its entirety. So we want to thank you all for this opportunity and for this edition of Lupus Talks. Any final words, Dr. Williams and Dolores?
All I want to say is that we care about you, we love you, and us doing this podcast, we learn too. We don't know everything. We're learning the process as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dolores?
And what I say, do your best each and every day. You know, we all fall and we get back up again, but just keep on doing it again. Don't lose your hope.
All right. Well, we want to thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. And until next week, you guys keep the faith and keep building the dream. Bye now.
All right.
Bye.